Hello friends. As you know, in the last tutorial we were discussing about the methods to debug JavaScript programs. So we were discussing about breakpoint method for debugging. So let's continue here. Uh, let's we have a function one, and in that function we are passing the value of this variable. And let's say its definition. Here we have alert and variables value here. And suppose we have another function here, function 2, and it's simply alerting this string. That function do. So let's call this function 2 from this function 1. Now let's execute this program here. I'm gonna load this file here. So this is the first alert, and here this alert is executed from inside the function 2. So let's, if I want to see the execution of this whole script step by step, I can initiate a breakpoint here at 7th line, suppose, and now again I will load the whole script. So you can see that it's loading and loading now, and the execution is stopped here at 7th line. So if I want to resume the execution, I can click here. So you can see that the whole program is executed at once. uh, Now again load this whole script file, and you can see that the execution is stopped here, and the value of the variable is that is passed here is 12. And let's step over to the next line. Here the alert is executed, and now we are going to if you want to move into the definition of this function, you can use this icon here. You can step into the function call, and let's say I click on this, and now you can see that I have jumped into this function here. Now this is the function 2, and if I step over to the next line, alert will be executed, and the control has been transferred to this 13 line. This is the end of this function here. I will step over to the next line, and now if this definition has been completed here, the control will again back to this function 1 here. uh, See, this function is completely executed, and the control is transferred to the end of this function 1 here. So let's execute this function 1 also. So now you can see that the whole function 1 is also executed, and the control is at the end of this script file. So now your whole program has been executed here. Yeah, this JavaScript file is an coming from these extension, nothing to worry about. So resume your execution here. So your so you can see that the whole script file has been executed here, and we have also seen the functionality of this step over and step into function calls here. This icon we can use to step out of the functionality of the current function, whichever whatever is being executed here. This icon is used to deactivate all the breakpoints. So this is the breakpoint method. So I was initiating the breakpoints here from the source tag. So if you want to explicitly initiate any breakpoint, you can use the fourth method here using debugger. Uh, so suppose I want to generate a breakpoint here in the program, so I will write debugger here. So during the execution of this program, you will see that the functionality of the execution will be stopped here at ninth line. So let's load this file again. So this was the initial breakpoint I used here. I'm deactivating this breakpoint here, and again I'm loading this file. So if I again load this file, you can see that this alert, and you can see that the execution is stopped here at ninth line at debugger. So I can now see whatever the value of the variables here that has been variable whatever that have been executed before. You can see that the way where one is having 12 value and variable one is having 12 value. And now I can step over to the next line. If I want to, if I click here step over function, I will not move into the definition of this function here. I will, though it will be executed normally. This whole function will be executed at once. I will not move into this function. If I want to move into this function definition, I have to use this step into function call. I have to click here. Okay, so if I step over here, you can see that I didn't move into this function definition. It was directly executed with normally. So here I have reached the end of this function 1. I will step over, and this whole script has been executed now. You can resume this. Uh, so if I again load this program, you will see that again this file has been stopped here. The execution is stopped here at this line debugger where I have returned. So this is the fourth method of explicitly declaring the breakpoint in your code. Suppose I change the value of this variable to 34 here, and initiate a breakpoint at 10th line. So on loading this file again, you can see this is the first alert here. The execution is stopped here at 10th line. Initially the value that I passed was 12, and now its value has been changed here to 34. So you can also see that the variable 1 is having this is the scope of the variable. So here variable 1 is having script scope, and where 1 is having local scope here in this function only. So thanks guys. So this was all about breakpoints. So these are the four methods majorly used to debug any JavaScript program. So thanks friends. Please subscribe this channel.